Life can be challenging, and many times we will find ourselves traveling down roads that are scary and downright unsettling. Roads of sickness, roads of uncertainty, roads of calamity, roads that we just don't want to go down. So today I want to share with you two important things that you must do when you find yourself traveling down one of life's difficult roads.
Extraordinary living, helping you transition from where you are to where God wants you to be.
Last summer, I had the opportunity to travel to Croatia with my girlfriends. Now, while we were there, we had a driver who drove us around. Now, to get to the city where all the tourist attractions were, we had to travel down a very, very narrow road that looked as if it was carved out of the side of a mountain. Now, unlike the roads that we're used to, there was no barrier or guardrail to prevent you from driving off the side of the cliff. And to make matters worse, check this, the driver was driving as if he was competing in the Indy 500. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't take pleasure in participating in life-threatening activities. That's just not my thing. So, needless to say, I was in the back of that van terrified. But I wasn't the only one. We all were. Well, except for one of my friends, the one who was sitting in the front seat just chatting it up with the driver, talking to him as if they were old friends. And I'm thinking to myself, shut up! Stop talking. He needs to focus on driving without any distractions. Well, as you can imagine, despite all her chit-chat and his reckless driving, we made it to our destination in one piece. But when I think about that experience, it reminds me of two important things that we must keep in mind when we find ourselves traveling down one of life's most difficult roads. And the first thing is this. When Jesus is in the driver's seat, no matter how terrifying the road you have to travel may be, he will get you to where you need to be safely. As scared as I was, that driver was confident that he could get us to our destination safely. And when it comes to God, there's not a shadow of a doubt that he will get you through your journey safely too. The second thing I want for you to understand is that stressing and worrying and being anxious, they're not going to help you along the journey. The only thing they will do is negatively impact you, whether it's your spirit or your health. Either way, it's not going to work. Worry and anxiety are terrible things and they provide no good to your spirit or to your body. But the problem with these emotions is that they will creep up on you without warning. They're relentless. They want to take over your mind. And unfortunately, if you're not proactively working against them, they'll win. So if you want to overcome, you have to do what my friend in the front passenger seat was doing, which is continually talk to the driver. Now, I don't want you to miss this because unlike the rest of us, she wasn't focusing on the tight turns, the narrow road, or the cliff that we could have went over. Instead, she was focused on the driver, and based upon her interactions with him, somehow she was able to find peace as we went along the journey. And if you want to have peace in your life as you travel along life's difficult roads, you're going to have to do the same. You're going to have to first allow Jesus to sit in the driver's seat of your life, and then you're going to have to take the time to focus on him by talking to him and getting to know him better so that you can have peace along your journey. God tells us in his word, peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you, not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Now, if you ask me, that's a good word. One that I pray you will never forget, especially when you find yourself traveling along life's most difficult roads. So, what do you think about this? Let me know by leaving a comment below, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, continue to be extraordinary through Christ. See you next time.